tell me from one donkey to another. And we'll stay with the vernacular of that context, okay? That really helps us. It really helps us, doesn't it, what the goal is all about. Well, then what does this begin to look like for Grace Community, Tom?
Well, this has been ongoing. Like Paul has said, this isn't something we just finally said, wow, this is something we should do. We, over the last almost 3 years now, have really had a strategic effect and a strategic things in place that we're trying to do outreach. We're trying to motivate people to be involved in outreach. We've kind of lost some momentum in the last year, but many of you already get this, and this is a part of your life. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to encourage faith families to do actually what they've been called to do. And part of being a faith family is one component of what we do is we serve together. We find a need in the neighborhood. We find something to do, and we go out and we serve outside the walls of the church. Another way that we do that is both as individuals and as families. This is where you go out and individually, you're burdened, you get involved in something as to strategically build relationships to better the kingdom, to spread the good news, if you will, to tell the story about Jesus. But you've got to build those relationships first for that message to have legitimacy. So as individuals, we find things to get plugged into. As a family, we do projects where we help neighbors out. We do things, you name it, what we can do. And it's not only traditional things. It's not only about signing up to help serve a meal at the Salvation Army or take a meal into the emergency shelter or be involved in Big Brother or something like that. Those things are good and those are avenues. But also, what I really get excited about is when we do those non-traditional things. We've got some guys in this congregation that formed a band so that they could play with the other music venues in downtown Iowa City to build relationships for the kingdom. Man, that's thinking outside of the box. What about joining PTO or we think we want to coach a summer baseball team so we can be with our sons. What about coaching a summer baseball team so I could build relationships with other dads to share the kingdom? Those are the sorts of things. It's a lifestyle that we get involved in. We're all around us, wherever we're at. We see ways that we can reach out and that we can serve. The other ways we get involved is on a monthly basis. We'd like to start doing this again where we set up something that you can get involved in, where you can come out and test the waters, get your feet wet, take on a project that is bigger than just collectively a few people doing, but many of us together can do something that's more grandiose. Also, we may do the things again where maybe we'll shut down the church for a Sunday and just go out. 2 years ago, we sent over 400 people out one Sunday and did over 40 projects in the community. The thing that we need to ask ourselves, and the thing that we're really striving for, is we need to go out and ask the people in the community. And this is part of what I can do. This is part of where I can lay groundwork. Go to the city leaders, go to the leaders in our community that maybe aren't connected with government but other areas, and ask them, what can we do for you to bless you? Rather than us saying, well, Grace Community Church, we can offer this, and here's what we can do for you. No, we go to them and say, what can we do for you? I read this in a book. This is not an original thought, but it really comes home to what we're trying to do. Grace Community Church, we don't want to be the best church in the community. We need to be the best church for the community. And that's really what our vision is. That's where we're striving to take Grace.